Greetings, my fellow exiles. It's the Heritor, and welcome back to Path of Exile 2. In today's episode, we'll be heading to the Mastodon Badlands. We need to recreate the horn of the Vastiri. And for that, we're going to need a Mastodon horn. So we're going to travel our way there. We need to do that with the caravan here. So let's do that. Drop this video a like if you enjoy this series. So, certain places of power predate people. Certain places of death do not. Alright. We'll see what this place is like. And let's, head down into the area and have a look.
A place of ritual and bone. I should retire here someday. I will feast on your soul!
Okay. I like the look of the area. That's quite cool. This guy's taking very little damage. May as well use my wand here a little. Alright. Down he goes. Not too bad. Just a fairly tough enemy, so let's see here. Oh, look at the spiders. These look like, these are just like these giant-looking people. I'm not sure if they are human or whatever, but they seem to just be using the pieces of the mastodons. It's a very cool-looking area. I love the black sand, the silt. The enemies here are quite cool-looking as well. Pretty tough. Definitely noticing a reduction in my speed. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, I can't seem to target them. Okay, no, yes I can.
A ritual. Raised from bone. I like these lost men.
Okay, these are called the Lost Men? Raised from bone, huh? Okay. Oop. Can't get a profane ritual going. Drop some more dots on them. These tougher enemies are taking a little while to take down. It's, I reckon, even more true with the elite enemies. Rare mobs, I should say. Okay, let's get some kills here. Alright, good. One there. We get a contagion.
Feast on your soul.
Can't.
Another corpse to serve me.
Hold on. Fossilized memorial. What do we got here? Effigy? So I guess that's to give us another support gem, or is there more? Going inside this gigantic thing. I guess it's a mastodon, but It's not normally what Mastodon skulls look like now, is it? Alright. Well, we can head up around and then see about looping around. Oh, an attuned wand. I must have missed that drop. I've definitely got to increase my damage somehow.
Wither away!
Stuff's, noticing the, speed reduction. And we're still doing fine. We're durable enough, that's not the problem. Just I'm not killing things all that quick. That'll inevitably happen. When the pops go, it's, it certainly works. Okay, up or down? Let's go up. Let's just keep along the edge of the map here. I'm not sure if the little shrine that we found is the bonus thing in the area, in which case then we're just looking for the exit. I'll check in a moment. As soon as there's nothing overtly dangerous. Trying to gnaw my legs off. Looks like we did get this. Lost men will not soon forget this lesson in blood. Okay, so we're just looking for the way off this map. As cool as the map is. Alright, the bone pits. I think we're heading out. Don't need to linger in all of them. If you discover the thing on the map, aka this thing, or as soon as we discover the skull, Ekbab, the ancient steed, then we will have completed the map. And there's nothing more to find. Of course,
this place just gets better and better.
It is pretty cool. And the lighting is looking really nice. Yeah, these are definitely not Mastodon bones, or at least not all of them. Some of them are. That is, though, it's a bit big. It's some sort of mammoth elephant creature. Okay. Grudge Osteodon. Alright, these look gnarly. Drop some profane rituals. Okay, this is a an elite one. Ow. So he's doing the chaos plants that the, what was that plant boss in the Cursed Forest Zone uses. I forget its name. Fun boss. But it seems like that is just a mod that can show up onto certain enemies. But it's alright. Nice! Level up. And we got ourselves a couple more wands to look at. And an emerald. So emeralds, this will be jewels for us, which will be interesting. This is a dex-based jewel, so not really what we need. Let's check our skills here. We could also, you know, that's probably an issue here, is we need to level up our skills. I got enough of these, so we're gonna find more as well. But let's also increase contagion. Get these both to level 7. And we will, of course, take a look at our upgrades here. So we've already gone into Zone of Control and into Lingering Horror, and we were heading up this way. Our mana is looking okay. There's always Void. Void could be a good place to go. Extra curse duration. We're not really interested in curse duration. Reduced curse duration might be good. It's going to increase the effect of the curses as well. But I'm not sure that's where I want to go. This would be a really good one. We definitely want to pick this up at some point. Any bonus to maximum elemental resistances is a big deal. And if we can get super mana stable, Mind Over Matter is gonna be pretty good. It's always a good one. But it's a bit tricky to pull off until later in the game. Same with Chaos Inoculation. There's, of course, Wither Away, which could be nice. We need to come here for Chaos Inoculation anyway, so... Ooh. That's pretty good. 40% faster curse activation, so that's the time in between when you put the area down and when everything gets cursed. So it's just going to generally speed up the curse play. And 30% increased curse duration here. Reduces their life regen while they're cursed. That's pretty good. And enemies you curse can't recharge energy shields. That's going to drastically weaken certain rare mobs, which is going to be pretty nice. And then we have a cool effect here. Event Horizon and Spaghettification. I love Spaghettification. Do I go there, though? 53% increased chaos damage is pretty huge. So where are we? We're right here. We could start to make our way across in this direction. That would put us up to Master of Curses anyways, which we could get to reduce the curse duration. I'm not sure if I want to reduce the duration, though. It's an option. That'll just make the Hex Blast trigger quicker, which would be the reason why you would want to do that. There's this here, too. So, Void. I may go for Void first, just because it's close by. And eventually we do need to go this way to grab Enhanced Barrier. Though... I don't want to do that this way. That's a waste of a lot of points. There could be the jewel socket that I could grab, and then just come up this way, but we'll get a jewel socket over there as well. So, the question is, do I waste 2 additional points to try and grab Void? Extra chaos damage is nice. Or do I immediately go up and then try and swing around up here? Because here we'll get withered away and we'll be positioned to grab Chaos Inoculation. And, is there anything else here? Not really. Extra skill effect durations? Or reduced skill effect durations? Yeah, I don't know. 15% reduced energy shield recharge rate, 40% faster start of energy shield recharge. If you go Chaos Inoculation, that's not really relevant. If you are out of energy shield, you're dead. So, you don't want to reduce its recharge rate, and you don't care about it recharging faster, or starting to recharge faster. Because if you get to the point where it needs to start to recharge again, I think you're basically done. Okay. Either way, we go up to here, so let's grab another intelligence, and we'll continue on. Very cool looking area. Ooh, hyena skin. This would be a place for them. Oh yeah. Come on, right over here, into the corpses. Have some lovely profane rituals. Profane rituals a little bit too slow to be effective in most fights. And against some of the longer fights, you run out of corpses too quickly. Sun Clan Relic. Notches in the side await a connection. Okay, by the terms of the third pact, the Sun Clan agreed to never again attack the Marakath. Okay. We encountered any Sun Clan enemies here? Well, these are lost men. Same with these. Alright. Up this way. Now is the perfect time for some profane rituals. Yeah, look at that go. These little, like, bone construct enemies are,
Death and decay.
annoying little ankle biters. Okay, we got something up here. Okay. Let's go around this way. These giant, like, craters. This is such a cool, like, idea for an area. I would love to, have an area like this in, you know, one of the pen and paper RPG, campaigns that I run. Not D&D. I don't play D&D. Well, actually, I do play D&D, but it's not what I GM. I GM my own, thing that I made from scratch. One day, I'll post stuff about it on the channel. When it's ready. So these are the Sun Clan. Okay. Interesting. So these guys vowed never to attack the Marikath. Clearly, they've rescinded on that. Because they were definitely attacking the Marikath when we entered into Act 2. It's not very nice. Then again, the Marikath aren't very nice either, so... who's to blame here, really? I think I'm on the Marikath side, though. Humanity first! Alright, drop the curse. There we go. So, where are we now? We're looking for a boss. Some sort of dread mount. Nah, these enemies are way too, squirrely to try and trap somewhere and hit with, explosions. Okay, I was just thinking maybe that would be, like, the end of the, or boss arena. But apparently not. So we'll keep looking around. Wonderful. Okay. More blue enemies. Lots of XP. Augmentation. Take it. Like some rarer currency. We need to start putting on some items that increase the rarity of drops. It's kind of hard to come by, but those are pretty good. But we'll see. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Alright, what do we have here? Black Rib Pit, Grave of the Legendary Steed.
Right. I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, two bosses. Ekbab, the Ancient Steed, and Iktab, the Death Lord. This is cool. Very cool looking. I'm gonna... Actually, I'm not sure. Is this gonna be a fight where if I take out one, the other one gets juiced and a hell of a lot harder? So you ideally want to take out one or the other, or... I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you gotta try and take out one of them first. In which case, I think I'm gonna take out the Necromancer. So I guess he's casting. I mean, I'll try and get as much damage on both of them as possible. thankfully isn't too hard with this build. Okay, I don't like how your undead minions, and I've noticed this because I've kind of dabbled with another witch character, just to make a minion character. Your minions will get stuck outside of a boss fight, and at that point, there's nothing they can do. I feel like that should be something that should be fixed, because they can't interact with the fight, they won't die, so they won't respawn either. They just kind of sit there, and you're down like a minion for the entire boss fight. Which, if you're relying on minions, which thankfully I'm not, they're just, you know, a distraction for me. It's a bit of an issue. Did he come back? No, he's still standing there. That's really dumb. We are losing mana. But overall, this isn't too bad. Like, we're doing pretty good. Health-wise, or I guess energy shield-wise. Health-wise, we're not doing all that well, but now we're good. Have a health potion. Let's see if we can't take them both down at the same time. I'm not overly worried about either of these guys. They're not that dangerous. We'll drop another curse on him. It's about to expire. I'll drop one on that guy too. And they should die relatively at the same time. Perfect.
I suppose I am your best. These should come in handy.
Damn. Okay, lace hood. That's a dex-based item, unfortunately. Okay, I think that's everything we had to do here. Yeah. Bob the Ancient Steed. Truly the same Mastodon of legend. Well, let's head back to town. And, I'll do some quick vendoring. Maybe looking around, for some other gear. We shall see.
What have you learned?
Nothing at the moment. Let's also talk to everyone.
I hear you. No need to rush. I shall put this to use.
We don't need that. Plus one level all chaos skills could be good, but we're gonna get, you know, we have that here too. Still, this crappy one from like level 3 we're still using. Should probably find a better one.
Right.
No. No. How's that one? Honestly, I'm gonna sell this jewel.
Goodbye.
Find better ones. What does Zarka say?
These tusks are truly worthy of
That was her
Urbala's
steed. Okay. I mean, Urbala became Garukan, the goddess, so it makes sense that she would have a pretty badass mount. That's pretty cool, though. Let's disenchant these ones. I don't need either of them. This one's okay. But we're dealing with 49% spell damage from this one, and plus 1 level of... yeah, no. This item is not going to be useful for anyone, so ditch it, and then we will salvage that, because that's going to give us an Artificer's Shard. And let me put some stuff away. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly go over here and see if we can... yeah, you got things to say. So you're gonna talk about the Ardura here?
Meeting the Ardura is disconcerting. Like most Faridun, I was left to die in the desert as an infant. Perhaps someone here is my mother or father?
Yeah.
I look at each of them, wondering what my life could have been. If they had wanted me, my people are full of anger and distrust. For reasons I hope are clear. They are blinded by this.
Yeah, I can imagine. I don't think she knows if she was abandoned by the Ardura, specifically. I reckon that's not something that they know, the Faridun. What do you think of Chambrin?
Somehow she knows when I am near. She frowns and turns away. I fear no one here will ever accept me. But I cannot go back to my people now.
What do you think of Zarka?
She is the only one willing to talk with me. I could listen to her stories for days. She truly does not seem to care that I am not of the Ardura.
Yeah, she's hit that I'm old and I don't give a fuck anymore attitude, which is pretty funny. And
What is it?
nothing from you, Asala. Alright. Let's quickly shift maps so we can head to Keth, which is going to be right here, the City of Seven Waters. Where we need
Once
to...
the seat of power for our people, now a buried testament to a glorious past. We will build a new Keth someday when all this is over, and the Maraketh will shine under the sun once again. That is a promise.
I should be clicking on these. Let's head there. And in the meantime, I'll look through and see if there's anything to buy. So, I had an extra spirit gem lying around, so what I did was I also bought Withering Presence, and I increased Grim Feast up to level 7. Aside from that, I slotted in Profusion into Profane Ritual, so we'll get more power charges out of it. At this point, I'm not building around power charges or anything. Oh my god! That's awesome. I want it. The other thing I did was I swapped out the belt into an uncommon belt that I found, which is a pretty good one, 69, which is it's a nice amount of max life. And then we got a different lunar amulet, so it has slightly more energy shield and better maximum mana. So they're both going to be upgradable, so we'll have fun doing that at some point. But right now I am shit out of the orbs that I need. Got no regals, got no exalts, so tough luck. We're going to head on and head into Keth. Maybe we'll find some regals and exalts. Aside from that, no new gear.
The skeleton city of a once great culture. How adorable.
How adorable indeed. Let's see. What kind of enemies? We got liches again. That's great. Oh, and things coming out of the ground. So we have a withering aura on, which, I didn't explain what that did. I'll do that in a moment.
I will dispel you.
To those of you that maybe aren't playing this game yourself, what Withering Aura, or Withering Presence, I should say, it withers enemies around us for 4 seconds. So it does it every 2.7 seconds, then the duration lasts for 4 seconds. So what Wither does is it basically applies a 5% increased chaos damage taken debuff. It can stack up to 10 times. So if you can make this proc more often, or have other ways to stack Wither, and there are other ways to do it, this can get pretty good, because that's, you know, makes them take increased chaos damage, which is good for me, because that's all of the damage that I do, aside from my skeletons who do normal physical damage. But, chaos damage is where it's at. Let's, immediately start... See, this is actually a good type of, map for me. We have lots of slow-moving enemies that can... Okay, what I said about slow-moving enemies wasn't entirely true, but we have lots of enemies that are clumped together, which means they're going to be exploding from my Hex Blasts and Contagion. So all in all, a good map for me. Also a cool ruined city. Something about sand-buried ruins is always very, very cool. Oh yeah, look at this. Love the chunky explosions. Let's drop a Profane Ritual over there. Way too late. Fight's already over. Do these guys, reanimate enemies? Not sure. The Liches in the Titan Graveyard, reanimated those, bone giant skeletons. Vigil Shield? Don't need that.
Aren't you beautiful?
Oh, hello. By the terms of the Third Pact, the Constrictor Queen was banished from Keth, but given the Eastern Sands. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe we gotta insert the relic somewhere. Okay. Maybe we'll find that later. Oh, no. I know where to do it. There was a place in the Titan Graveyard. The first zone, not the subterranean one, but the one on the surface. Where there was like some place that you could slot something in. So maybe that's it. We'll go back there later. Aegil Tower Shield? Okay. I'm just looking at the items to see if there's like new item tiers popping up. Because it might be that we grab a couple of white items to try and craft, but then again, I don't have the proper crafting reagents, so... Oh, look at that. Hey, speaking of not having the proper crafting reagents, Exalted Orb, which I may use right now on this amulet. This is a pretty good amulet. And you know what, you can save the currency for later and all that type of stuff, but... Okay, that's critical damage bonus. That is completely useless. I don't inflict critical hits. Because I don't inflict hits. All I do is debuffs. Alright, gold chest. Marikath Cuirass, not for me. What are the other things here, actually? So we have the Constrictor Queen, so we just read about her a little bit. Whispers that Kabbalah has returned to Keth. So that must be Kabbalah the Constrictor Queen. What does it say about Keth? These rivers now carry only tides of sand. And then there's an abandoned shrine, untouched by mortals for centuries at the least. What do we have here? Okay, well, that was... Speak of the devil. Speak of the snake. So you're the Serpent Queen, huh? She's not taking much damage. I reckon she's got chaos resistance. Let's just make sure the dots stay on her, and then we'll start hitting her with our... Oh. That is indeed correct. Let's get the Hex Blast going. Now we're talking. And then we got tons of profane rituals coming around. Look at this. So many corpses we can drop profane rituals on. It still didn't do very much damage. You bring in more enemies? What are you doing? I'm gonna not stand in here. Yeah, that was wise. Alright. You can see the Withered Presence debuff. That's that one right there. So that only happens when we're right next to her. And it does seem to stack. I think at the rate it decays and the rate which we apply it, it's we can get it up to a 15%. Which is good. We just gotta stay near her. Slow fight. Okay, let's not be there for that. You gonna summon more? Yes. Good. Good. Hex blasts. Oh, yeah. Right, Profane Ritual that up. We're sitting on 3 power charges. These are, doing something. That was close. What is this? I wish you could hover over it and see exactly what it was. Okay, let's drop some debuffs. There we go. Playing rituals. Uh-oh. Okay, you can roll through it too, so you don't really need to avoid it. Or maybe we didn't, we just tanked it. We are pretty tanky. We have a slow and steady strategy here. There she goes. Ooh, Book of Specialization. Very nice. That's going to be completely useless to me.
Your tongue,
I mean, it's not.
serpent.
Because we're not using the weapon sets. We're just using one thing, because we're only doing chaos damage. So, anyways, we have 3 skill points. So, let's see. Now, kind of, we run into the question of where do we go? Do we go up to Wither Away already? So here's another way to apply Wither. Unwithered enemies are withered for 8 seconds when they enter your presence. So I guess presence is just yeah, 6 meters from you. I'm not sure that works with withering presence. I mean, 20% increased effect of wither is nice, but I'm not so sure that's actually all that useful. So I tell you what, I think I'm gonna go for Void. Reducing their chaos resistance is nice, and then we also have some nice energy shield buffs right here that we can grab. Is there anything else here? Not that I care about, but screw it. We're going this way. So that's going to be a dex. We're going to also grab a strength, and then we're going to start increasing our chaos damage, because more chaos damage is always good. All right, let's keep going.
Infection!
Transmutes, linen wraps. That is, I'm just looking for pure energy shield. Don't want the other defenses. There's like a unique that's really good, or if I find a rare that's really good, but I'm not going to try and craft one of the items that also does other defenses. You can absolutely make a hybrid defense character, so run like, you know, energy shield and evasion, or armor and evasion, or something. That's totally doable. And there's really cool passives that I've seen that actually specifically work with that. That's kind of hinge around you having both. That isn't just like, oh, get 30% more armor and evasion, for example. It's like, gain 2 points of armor for every 1 point of evasion on your gloves, for example. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is, but it's cool.
It is my power to wield.
Which I like. Okay, another rare enemy. There's quite a few of them here. And this one is doing the volatile plants thing again. But we're doing some solid damage to him. The withered is helping. Goodbye. Bone Raymond. Hey, that might be worth something. And an Exalted. Wonderful. Okay, let me check what this is going to give me. 69 max life, 30 energy shield. I mean, that's good. That's going to be better than what we got here. Once we upgrade it. And we can drop another Exalt on it, which I'm going to do immediately. Okay, fucking reduced attribute requirements are so useless. I hate it. This helmet could be good. Though I doubt it's going to offer what this one offers, so I think we can just ignore that. Yeah. I could Chaos Orb this and try and get rid of the reduced attribute requirements, but there's a good chance that it'll remove the life or the energy shield, which I'd rather not have it do. So, right now, it's not as good. I mean, 16 fire resistance ain't bad. Yeah, reduced attribute requirement is completely useless if you're running a, like, one stat dominant. I mean, I guess if you're looking for, like, an item that has, multiple stat requirements, for example, and one of them is not part of your main stats, it's just... I don't know, how often is that actually useful? Most of the time it's just the waste of an affix slot. Along with, light radius. Though I think light radius actually, is like an extra affix slot that gets tacked on with other things. I don't think it actually counts as a full affix slot, which is nice, at least. Alright. Rid of the Lich. Again, I'm not sure if these guys reanimate like the other ones did. Okay, we got blue enemies here. These guys might do a bit of damage. I am definitely losing some energy shield. That's alright. Profane Rituals. Once again, it's dead before the Profane Ritual procs. Stairs. Looted vaults. Nothing remains. Okay. So I guess these are vaults. So if we encounter other stairs, we should definitely keep a lookout. Because maybe there's a non-looted vault here. That'd be nice. Serpent Clan. Goodbye. Okay. Oh. Okay, we have another stairs down. And this one has a checkpoint around it. So I reckon this is... Yeah, this is definitely not a looted vault. Right, now we're talking. Okay. Beautiful. Lots of gold. Never have too much gold. Amber amulet, I'll take it. Raid shoes. Energy shield, the rest of this I don't particularly need. Alright. Seems to be it. That's nice, though. Does that count as both of the, yeah, untouched by mortals for centuries at the least, and then this is done too. She knew the consequences. So as soon as we find the way out, we just go into the next area. So we're otherwise done here. This looks promising. Indeed, a checkpoint. We're gonna get a boss fight. No, we go into the Lost City. Alright, let's head into the Lost City. Is this the Lost City, this art piece? Fucking love this art piece, by the way. Does, you know, the red definitely makes sense.
The once verdant city is still mostly intact, but overwhelmed with sand. Pretty.
Alright, I need to take a quick break. I'll continue recording soon. Into the Lost City we go. This is, 2 days after I said, oh, I'll take a break for a few minutes.
You should have served me!
And, yeah, let's, get here. Alright, I, do need to quickly switch mouses, because this one, while the scroller works, which is not true for my old mouse, the middle mouse button still does work, so that's something. Sorry about the noise. Things randomly fell over. Still contagion things with the middle mouse button, so that's perfectly fine, and everything else is working just swimmingly, so I think we're looking okay. What do we do? Do some rituals here. Any enemies left around? I don't think so. What do we got here? Statue of something. Someone. One of the Marrakech matriarchs, perhaps? Okay. We'll also quickly adjust the volume here.
Suffer and die!
Ooh, here come the terracottas. Get the profane rituals going. This is the perfect time for it. That worked out pretty well, actually. I think I will keep it on my hotbar. It is useful in the instances where my other main abilities aren't quick enough. I love that you get so much more use out of multiple abilities than in PoE 1. In PoE 1, it was like, spam one, maybe two abilities, and then a movement ability, and that's it. Like, here we have the dash, so there's not really much use for a movement ability, though there are a few, from what I've seen, though they're not necessarily used for the same purpose. Like, they move you, and that's handy, but they aren't as mandatory because you have the dash, which I think is better game design. You shouldn't force somebody to use a certain type of ability. If it's going to be something that's completely mandatory, make it just part of the base game's mechanics. That's what they did here. So, I like that. Risen Magi. What are they doing? They seem to, like, they're carrying this sort of... Oh, look at that. Okay, I think I understand. So, the Risen Magi are carrying some sort of, like, brazier furnace-looking thing. And then they set it down and start channeling flames from it. That's really cool. It's like an enemy that is carrying around some sort of item that they need to put down on the ground before they can make strong use of it. So theoretically, you could kill them before they do that. And negate the threat they bear. But they're kind of chunky, so that's probably not as easy. So we're going to get some more chaos damage, of course. All the chaos damage we can find is good. Right now, our tankiness is fine. We haven't run into any problems. That won't stay forever. Mostly this hat is giving an absurd amount of energy shield. Yes, it's damaging us every time we use an ability, but we're the amount of energy shield we get out of it makes that worth it. Alright, we'll do some propane rituals here. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, so you got all these little beetles coming out of this area. We need to also check and see what the bonuses that we can find here are. So, we gotta go into the subterranean area. That makes sense. So we are here in the Lost City. So we have the gallery, where one could once see wonders, and then the Golden Tomb, if you're fool enough to try. Okay, so we gotta keep a lookout for a Golden Tomb and a gallery. Not sure what either of these things are gonna be. Just kind of going randomly through here. It's all nicely labyrinthine, so... Yeah, see, here's one of these Risen Magi, which we did just take out before it was put down its furnace thing. Okay, there is stuff in these pots, so I am actually going to break them. Found an armor scrap in one of them. Those aren't super easy to come by. Not right now. I reckon they'll be a dime a dozen later, or at least more regular finds. Okay. Okay, that is a jeweled glove with a... I'm going to ditch that, and I'm going to ditch the shield. But this one has a socket that I can then... Actually... We have jeweled... No, we have somber gloves right now. I'm going to try and upgrade this, because that already has a gem socket. Oh. Ooh, yeah, okay, so that's when they set down their fire pot. They can do that. That was damage, actually. And a nice AoE. That's cool. Oop, that's a lot of gold. I don't know what's going on in this room, but my skeletons have been trying to deal with this place forever, so I've been looting. Just, get rid of it. These sand spirits. So we gotta remember, stick close to the enemies, then we can get the wither debuff on them. It's good. Okay, we got a little bit of gold and a million scarabs, of course. One. Alright. Profane ritual that. Profane ritual here. Goodbye. Let's grab these remnants. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna let you do that. Fine. So if you keep a distance from them, they only throw the fireballs, but yeah, if like my minions got too close there, they just got fucking torched. They're a really cool enemy. Alright, profane ritual up. Okay, that kind of wasn't so necessary, because everything died from the hex blasts. Where are we going? Let's stick to this side here. Gold chest. Take that. Lattice sandals. It is energy shield. Let's quickly check it. 41 max life. That is more max life here, so I will... Let's augment it. Okay, rarity is really good. The movement speed here is pretty clutch, but we'll see. I might try and upgrade this. Alright, can you stop hitting me? We have this item here, as well. I think I just had that equipped. 106 energy shield. This will give less energy shield. However, it's gonna give a lot more life, and then we still get to socket it. So I might be equipping that in a moment. Alright, skeletons, you guys are really slow at killing things. This is because I didn't invest in you, but, you know, it's not your fault. Okay, there's one. Okay. Otherwise we're looking good. So let's head up through the middle again. Since we're here. Going through this door. Not really sure what we're looking for, what it's going to look like, so I'm just kind of exploring. Until we find something of interest. Take this guy out. He gets out of hand. We got it. Oh my god. It just fills the screen with fire. Alright, guess we're not going that way. That is completely walled off. That's good. Always like a dead end. Turn around and go elsewhere. Okay, nothing here either. More dead end. There's some sort of giant, like, rift. Chasm. Okay, so we can go that way. I may need to double back and...
Suffer and die!
Okay, we have some blue mobs here, so take them out. Always worthwhile. XP. This might pull up with the socket. I will take it. So we got a... Okay, this is not bad. Let's actually take the checkpoint back to the beginning here, and I'm going to explore what's in that room. I think it's a dead end, but you never know. And right now, since we were sitting at a checkpoint, I thought may as well make use of it. We do have some enemies in the chest. This may have been worth it. May not have. Gold. Firm Bracers is evasion rating. The Volatile Wand is... Hold on. Volatile Dead. I'm gonna pick this up. And... 11% increased cast speed is pretty good. But... We'll see. I've got plenty of the orbs that can modify blue items, so... Might drop another one of those on this thing and see where that gets us. Let's actually take the checkpoint back instead of walking back. Love that they added the checkpoint system in the map. Very nice quality of life. What's the chiming staff? Is... Okay, that grants Sigil of Power.
No.
No. Okay. Can I... Don't... Yeah, actually, yes I can. Hold on. I'm being completely inept here. You guys go here. So I have no idea what Sigil of Power does. But this... Wait, why... Okay, whatever. I'm gonna grab this. I bet we can look and see what it does, actually. Places a sigil on the ground, providing a powerful spell damage buff to you and your allies while standing in it. The buff becomes more powerful the more mana you spend while standing in the spell, or in the sigil. That's pretty good. So spell damage does affect some of our chaos damage over time. So at the very least, contagion. Thank you to the comment that pointed that out on an earlier episode. I think I did know that. I may have misspoke. It was like that in Path of Exile 1 as well. It's just like crit doesn't scale with most of the chaos damage stuff at all. Spell damage does, but yeah, nevertheless, thank you for reminding me, for correcting me if I said it wrong. You guys are always welcome to provide in-game advice. The only thing I ask is don't spoil the story, or any of the bosses, or any of that stuff. Any of the usual blind playthrough stuff. Just, you know, I guess aside from letting me know how a mechanic works or something. That's okay. Alright. Okay. These guys, okay, the blue ones, what they got, they're accurate. I'm not really concerned about that buff on them. Normal focus, it's just an energy shield. So if we do equip a staff, we will have to keep in mind that we will be losing out on the energy shield granted by I'll focus. Loads of enemies here. Range custom charge is not for us. Let's kill you before you do anything. That's unfortunate. I did not like it. That's okay. We're doing alright. We're tough enough to take it. Hello. Ah. Periodically unleashes fire. It already does that. So is it just going to periodically unleash more fire? Yep. Down they go. Like we are, oh no, we aren't even using a focus. We're actually using our scepter. So if we use the two-handed staff, we will lose out on the skeletons. But honestly, that's okay. They are nice as just a meat shield. Something to get in the way. Distract enemies for a few moments. But if I can find something that's significantly better, I'm gonna use something that's significantly better. Okay, so this looks like the tomb. This looks relevant.
Putrefy.
Let's open it. Yes, we got some items here. Let's drop the curses, and let's get the profane rituals going. I'm actually taking damage on one of them. That's okay. We dealt with them. So that was just a scarab ambush around this tomb and an uncut skill gem of some variant. Get this checkpoint. Very nice. And we'll keep looking around. So we're still looking for the gallery, whatever that is. Oh boy. Get out of the range of that. Okay. Bye. Okay. We'll check this area. Very close quarters biome. Alright, another level up. But it's quite dense with enemies, so we're getting a lot of XP. 7% more chaos damage, and soon we're going to get Void, which is going to be really nice, with 29% extra chaos damage, and it's going to reduce their chaos resist by 3%, which is pretty big. Doesn't sound like much, but resistances are the bane of your existence if you are a caster. So anything that can strip those down is pretty valuable. Resistances are also the reason you survive as anything, so we need to make sure our resistances get capped before too long. Right now, I don't think it matters yet, but I think by the time we finish the first difficulty rating of the game, so we beat the story the first time, you're going to kind of want to have your resistances capped. Certainly by endgame, you want them capped, or you're going to get one-shot a little bit too often. What do I mean by resistances capped? Well, let me explain for all of you newer players. So, you see here the resistances are at a certain percentage. The maximum percentage is 75. You can increase the max, so there's a couple of passives and some other things that'll increase the max. Can't ever bring it to higher than 90%, but you want that ideally at its maximum, whatever that might be. So, yeah. Now, we're not going to worry about chaos resistance, because we're eventually going to get chaos inoculation, so we'll just be immune to it. But that won't be now. And we'll see if I do the next difficulty, because as I understand it, once you beat the campaign, you then beat the campaign again, but at the harder difficulty before you get to go into endgame. And I'm not sure I want to do that on the channel. So what I might do is I might just play through the game the second time with this character, and then start playing again on the channel once we reach endgame. But I'll see what you guys think on that. Let me know in the comments if that sounds good, because I'm mostly doing this here on the channel for the story and like the first time reaction of the different things. No, this is not a react channel. But I know some of you are here to see my reactions towards certain enemies or bosses or areas, and story segments, plot points, etc. So that's kind of what we're doing here, because I'm not like a top-tier Path of Exile player, and I probably never will be. So you're not here to watch my rivetingly skilled gameplay or anything.
Putrefy!
Presumably. If you are, I would recommend numerous other channels. I don't watch any because I haven't, I haven't been trying to spoil myself or anything, so I don't know what channels they might be, but there's probably many more that are better at this game than I am. But do they all go into the lore and talk about that type of stuff? I don't know. There are. Sure, there's some. Okay. Yeah, another statue of this lady. Ah, the gallery. Big place. Okay, so we're getting... Oh, dear lord. The 9th Treasure of Keth. So this is like a rare enemy, but then like a unique rare enemy. We're getting shredded by these beetles. Let's get some chaos damage going, and now you're standing in all of the corpses.
Disgustingly shiny thing.
So we're just gonna hit all of these profane rituals. Oh my god.
Death is my power to wield.
So that was pretty handy. This thing just summoned a bunch of mobs, and we turned all of those mobs into a minefield, which was a lot of fun. Okay, I need to go back and actually sell some things, and also check out some of the items that we got and maybe want to work with. However, I do want to pick this up because it's rare. I'm just trying to think what I can drop. I can drop that, no problem. Got ourselves a ruby. That's nice. So let's portal back into town and have a quick look. It's probably just going to be selling. Maybe a tiny bit of crafting. Also check back with the NPCs. Maybe, yeah, you have something to say about Keth. First, identify my items.
Ah, Keth. Now nothing but dunes of sand, but once it was glorious. The waters flowed in patterns crafted by artisans of skill beyond belief. The hanging gardens could impress even the most jaded heart.
Okay.
Thank you.
That would have been interesting to see.
Who goes there?
You have nothing
Take
to say?
your time.
Let's check here. I think, yeah, we're gonna try with those. And I think everything else... What about this one? Extra evasion rating, critical damage bonus. I'm gonna sell that.
Unburden you.
This thing... This gains automatic charges and it recovers 9 mana. I don't have a mana problem. No.
As you
Other one's
wish.
better. I'm gonna sell it. I got enough of those. That's kind of good. I'm running a, mercenary that uses a mace and a shield. And I kind of want to go into Life Leech. That's going to be kind of nice. So I'm going to hold on to that. But let's do some salvaging, and I'm going to do some crafting, and I'll get back to you if I get anything worthwhile. Alright, so I did decide to go with the chest piece. Show you guys. So I upgraded it quite a bit. The max life, and obviously with the quality modifiers that we got, the energy shield was pretty good. I believe I also rolled another a maximum energy shield modifier, so that went up to plus 41 and then 19% extra. So that turned out to have both higher energy shield and max life than what I had before. So all in all, pretty good. I also decided to go with these gloves that I rolled. I used an essence on it to roll a life modifier, which rolled pretty well, and then the extra rarity. Critical damage bonus is useless, so we do miss out on a little bit there. I didn't fucking put a gem in it, or a rune in it. That was stupid. Decided to keep the boots for now. The other ones that I found didn't roll any better, so tough luck there. But otherwise, looking pretty okay. This chest piece is quite nice. But, yeah, I need to put a rune in there, so if we find a nice rune... the 2 runes that I put in the chest piece were a lightning resist and a fire resist, because both of these are not doing super great at the moment, especially my lightning resist. So if we find a lightning resist rune, that's going to go in there right away. But, aside from that, we're doing okay. Let's keep going. We've found the gallery, we've found everything, so we're just gonna, I guess, go to the buried shrines. No more sense sticking around here in Keth. What shall we find here? Alright. Waypoints.
Long forgotten shrines. Show me your secrets.
Sarcophagus. Shrine scepter. Okay, that grants purity of lightning. That increases the lightning resist. That might actually be good, considering our lightning resist is currently not very good. Okay. This is relatively similar to the last biome. Okay, superior weapon, I'll take it. Put that into blacksmithing gems. Blacksmithing whetstones, or whatever. Ooh, bats. Vesper bats. Cool. These were in PoE 1 in the mines, I believe. I don't know if they were called Vesper bats, but they look very similar. And they also shot sonic shit at you. Got more of these sand spirits. These guys are annoying. Take way too long to kill, and they can just teleport out before you get them. Oh, what's that? Somebody's yelling at me. Mar Acolyte. Cool. Oops. So, I kind of want to just stick to one side here. I also want to check and see what's going to be in here. So we'll, I think, finish this zone. Okay, so we did get everything here in the buried shrine. So there's a guarded sarcophagus. An elemental offering. Oh, what does the guarded sarcophagus say? Tombs were rarely left unprotected. An elemental offering. The gods are kind to those who choose. Maybe that's where we use our little symbols. Otherwise, I'm going back to the Valley of the Titans. And then Azarian, the Forsaken Son. Jamanra was not the only one brought back by corruption. Okay, so somebody else was brought back by corruption. I mean, loads of people have been brought back by corruption. Piety. Malachi, sort of. Doidri, Dark Tongue. Malachi, no. Malachi was the main one, and then there was the other one who also started with a, it was an M. The Inquisitor, Malagaro. It was the third one. It was the Unholy Trinity. Doidri, Malagaro, and, oh man. Do not remember who the other one was. What do we have here? Oh, this is the Elemental Offering. An offering of water, lightning, or fire. I reckon we're gonna get a resistance thing. Oh, okay, it's a ring. Yeah, alright, that's good. We need lightning resist. Unfortunately, this ring sucks, but that's okay. Good way to get a resist ring that you're missing out on. Final Testament. We're going to read that in just a moment.
Suffer and die!
Okay. Train rituals. Goodbye.
Winter deepens, bringing a biting chill. I long for it to snow, for the wonder I felt as a child to grace my eyes once more. But the last winter that brought such beauty was 200 years ago now. It cannot snow in a region where it does not rain. The city is quiet. The city is cold. The wind whistles through stone columns, unheard by the living. I ask myself why I am still here. I ask myself why I will not let my tired bones rest. And I ask myself, whether I truly believe Halani will awaken. I do. I do.
Staying here amongst the dead city, waiting for somebody to awaken. Who is Halani? Have we heard that name? Should keep a lookout for it. This used to be a beautiful city, all the waterways and everything, but it has since completely desiccated, fallen to dust, along with the rest of Marraketh. What was once a fertile land is barren. A grim fate. That looks ominous. But we're outside, maybe? That's Halani Shrine. Let's go in that. I don't think this is a,
Left a child to die. He holds a new loyalty now.
I was mortal then. I was weak.
the water goddess.
Then why did you never come look for me after your ascension?
They told me you had died.
I did die. After 30 years living among the Faradon, it was a harsh life filled with pain. And I hated you every moment of it.
Can you ever forgive my mistake?
No! Save your breath for when my king arrives and lets the seed feast upon your flesh.
Oh boy. Well, so apparently, this tells us a little bit about godhood. We already knew this to some degree, but mortals can ascend to godhood. This water goddess, whoever she was, she ascended, but her son had been left to die. She could have come back for him, but she was told that he had died, like, fully. And, well, then he did come back. Or I guess he was taken by the Faradun, as is so often the case. Raised there, but he hated it. Let's see if we can save her.
My king nears.
Death and decay!
You look horrible. Also pretty cool. How do you like payoff damage?
Embrace corruption.
No, I'd rather not. Or if I do, I'm gonna do it on my terms, not yours. Pretty easy to dodge thus far. I reckon there's gonna be another phase. Alright, that's keeping things interesting. Okay, the firewall is, alright, that sticks around for a while. I reckon that's gonna do damage. So our fire resistance is solid, so... I should be closer to him, that way we can get the wither. She'll, speed this up, but... I reckon I am risking it. We stay this close. Yeah, it did a bit of damage, but nothing too bad. So he does create, like, burning ground, so... You stand in that area, it's gonna damage you. Meaning, we have a very small arena to fight him in right now. I mean, you can fight him elsewhere, but... That's, gonna be to your detriment. Yikes. Okay. Actually need to use some potions here. Just making sure we keep the buffs on him, or debuffs, I should say. Sins of the Mother. Yeah, look at that. We're taking damage in here. I'm gonna stand back in the center, let my skeletons distract him. Jesus. So this is a very area denial boss, which makes vast parts of the arena not tenable. Got a lot of AoEs. None of them are too bad. Got 4 arms, I just noticed that. Oh, Christ. Alright, that was close. Let's actually drop another health potion.
Embrace corruption!
No. Let me get the curse here. Hex blast him. Finish him on a hex blast, maybe. Die, die, die. Alright, goodbye.
He didn't want me.
No, you're a bit of a bastard. I wouldn't want you either. Don't think we need steel toe boots. So we're gonna find this water goddess. Hopefully she's okay. I don't think she's okay.
Is that a goddess?
Yeah, let me loot these urns first. Oh my. That's... Hold on, I gotta use my other mouse. Ooh, sorry, I wanted to zoom in. Okay, she's been disemboweled. Creepy. Disturbing. I'll get to you in a moment. Just looting. Very witchy thing to do. Look at that. We're being rewarded for looting, so this is why I'm doing it. Okay. Man.
Immortal.
This is Halani.
At last. Please, end my suffering.
No, this is grim.
None
Ah!
remember my name, and none think of me.
Do I click continue or not?
I woke
Yeah.
from my long slumber, unable to move. My time has passed. I ask you, mortal, to use that one element that may finally end me. My opposite. Fire. It must be done.
Ever-burning cinders.
None remember my name.
Damn it.
I awoke from. I ask you.
So she doesn't repeat the start. Okay, so she was sleeping because of the beast. You kill the beast in PoE 1. All of the gods start waking up. She woke up, but her corrupted son had already found her and disemboweled her. But she's a god, so that's not going to kill her. That's gnarly. Let's talk to her. Forsaken son.
He was not my son. Not the one I knew. Corruption held his mortal soul in thrall, and you have finally given him peace.
Mm-hmm. So, he must have been corrupted before. So this wouldn't have been by, Oriana and the seed of the beast. This would have been by the beast itself, possibly even by virtue gem tampering, done by Malanthae or any number of other corrupted wielders of divine power. So it could have been done by the Vaal. Could have been done by anybody, really. There have been loads of people that have tampered with the power of the beast and corruption throughout the past. But I reckon her being put into the slumber is what caused Maraketh to dry out, what caused Keth to desiccate. So this must have happened a really long time ago. So she slept a long time. So this will also give us a bit of a time frame for when Sin put the beast into slumber, or created the beast. We don't really know if that was the origin of the beast or not. I vaguely recall that Sin created the beast specifically so that it could dream and lure the gods into the slumber, so that the gods would stop meddling in the affairs of mortals. But it clearly didn't work. Now, my speculation now is that Sin created the beast by tapping into some source of divinity. But I think the source of divinity is poisoned. Like, wherever divine power is coming from is a poisoned well. You can draw from it and not be corrupted, as we've seen by many of the other gods who weren't corrupted. But I think you tread a fine line when doing so. And most who seek to tap into it find corruption. And when Sin created the beast, he created a corrupted entity. It's an accident. He didn't do it on purpose like that. He did put the gods to sleep, but maybe he didn't know of the consequences. Maybe he didn't know that putting the water goddess to sleep would cause the waters to, stop coming and for Maraketh to become this desolate wasteland. Pretty grim. Anyways, what about the essence of water?
Some essence of water remains. The last drops to be found in Keth.
You carry them, don't you? Alright, let's take the ever-burning cinders. Ignite the goddess. Oh, Christ. Alright. Well.
At last. Death. Thank you.
That was fucking bleak.
By your request.
Yeah, at least the witch is not snarky here.
This is what I needed.
Essence of water. The last few drops from the veins, as dry as sand. So that was from the water goddess herself. Aye, aye, aye. Alright. That went pretty hard, not gonna lie. Oh, more ever-burning cinders. Oh, so they were just around here. We can't do anything with them, so we could have grabbed other ones too if we wanted. Yep. That was bleak. Keep looking around. There's one more point of interest in this map. The guarded sarcophagus. Actually, let's see what it says about the water goddess now. It's here. Jamanra was not... No, it doesn't say anything new. It's just Azarian, the Forsaken Sun.
A beautiful murder!
Periodic invulnerability aura. Let's kill him first. Shouldn't be too hard. In any case, if anything is going to die around him, we're gonna profane ritual that. Goodbye. Chain Tiara, do we want that? I don't think we're gonna find anything with more energy shield for a while. And right now, I am using my hat for energy shield purposes. Like, I wonder how long we're gonna keep using the Crown of Thorns. 'Cause it is really good. As was the case with PoE 1, many of the uniques that you find have use all the way through the endgame that you can sort of build around. So, we'll see. Maybe there's going to be some interesting forbidden combinations with the Crown of Thorns, and we decide to keep it all the way through. It does look cool. Love that they immediately have the uniques have unique actual textures in-game. That wasn't the case in PoE 1. Most of the uniques were, once you equip them, they just look like generic items. Eventually they made them, most of them, look actually unique, which was really nice. But it took a while. But here it seems like they're just starting with that, which is a good call. If you're going to find a unique item, I think it should look different than anything else. Rituals going. Ow. But yeah.
Take you.
Tech raiment. Okay, that's a new type of energy shield garb. 28 energy shield. That's 98 immediately. The life regen's not the best roll. We'll see. Might be something to invest in. I don't think that's going to be the best roll. By any stretch. Probably find a better one. But good to know there's immediately a new item tier. Horned Crown. That's an older one. We don't need that. Evasion and energy shield, and we are pure energy shield. We don't care about this evasion nonsense. Okay. Well, nothing here, but... So all we need to do is find this area, then I think we can portal out. So let's just keep looking around. Looking for a gilded sarcophagus. Not here. Alright. We'll quickly check down here. Reckon it's not going to be here. Just bats. Die. Lots of enemies. Curses. And essence ring.
Wither
Owie.
away!
Almost dead. And another level. Let's get Void. Now we're talking. Is there anything else I want to invest in here? I think, well, yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be, oh my god, 70% increased energy shield from equipped helmet is going to be absurd. Okay, we're doing that next. Let's stay ahead of the damage curve. Right now we're ahead of it. We're still feeling quite tanky. Could try and invest in more damage, but let's stay ahead of the, we're there on the passive tree. We may as well invest in it now. Being too tanky is never a problem. Wonder when we get the ascendancies. I believe you're supposed to get that somewhere in Act 2. So we'll have to check that. Not this episode. I'll end this episode as soon as we finish this area. Perhaps in the next one, we'll look for where we get the ascendancies. Maybe it's just something that naturally comes up, but maybe it's something I missed. You guys did tell me to go back somewhere. I'll have to look for that comment. Maybe I missed something. I can also check on the map. Maybe it's a point of interest. We shall see. I don't know what ascendancy I'm gonna do, because like Blood Mage kind of revolves around life, and I'll have to check and see exactly how it's worded and what abilities are there, because maybe there's a way to do Blood Mage with Chaos Inoculation, but it seems like Chaos Inoculation and Blood Mage are not conducive to each other. And Infernalist, I'm just not so sure about. That seems very like fire focused, and we don't do fire, so I don't know what the best ascendancy is for a chaos damage character. I know you get a Hellhound as an Infernalist, but that's going to synergize better with minion stuff, so I don't even know if that would be worth it. We'll see. I'll try. If I can make Blood Mage work, I think I'm going to do that, just because that looks fun. The Infernalist looks fun too, but I am making a minion-based character in my free time. I'm not very far with her, but I plan on making her into an Infernalist. At some point, I want to have a character of every ascendancy just to play around with. Except for maybe the Warrior. I don't know. Warrior doesn't appeal to me. That type, that archetype is never really, at least not with the weapons that are currently in the game. I think if spears come in and you get, like, halberds along with spears, because I reckon spears are going to include a one-handed and two-handed variant, as all of the martial weapons have thus far. So if the two-handed variants are, like, proper polearms, then I might try, like, a spear warrior. I think that could be fun, and run him with, like, a halberd or something. But we gotta wait for the Huntress to be added before we get polearms. And I am excited for the Huntress. Though I would run her with the spear and shield, and basically just play Titan Quest, what was the class there? Or, no, it was the Amazon class from Diablo 2, I think. So I know there's a spear throw ability, which is awesome. And then, yeah, the other weapon types I'm also looking forward to. Axes, daggers, swords, flails with the Templar, too. That's going to be exciting. You don't usually get flails in video games, just because the ball and chain physics are often annoying. Okay, I still haven't found the fucking place that we're looking for. So, and it's not this way, so I'm going to go back. Still looking around. This looks promising. And concerning. Laid to rest with honor in the ways of her people. Alright, well, we got a sarcophagus and a bunch of terracotta warriors, which I'm sure aren't going to all animate. And we're totally trapped by them, so... when this happens... oh, no. Get to the composite bow, we don't need that. Can I just grab this before we die? For fuck's sake. Alright, this is bad, as it turns out. Can't roll out. Oh my lord. I'm dying. Can we get the explosions? Alright, we're good. We're good. That was brutal. Still more of them. See ya! Alright, that should do it. Okay, I'm gonna go and vendor everything. This seems to be this area done, and I'm gonna end the episode right here. So, if you've enjoyed it, drop this video a like, and the next one will come out in a little while. I'm quite busy with real-life stuff, so uploading is gonna be a lot more sparse, as you've probably already noted. That'll continue on for a bit, unfortunately. We'll be starting a new job and all that, so yeah. We'll have to just see where everything fits in. But I'll play this through until the end of the campaign, regardless. So stay tuned for that. Righto, everybody. Heritor out.